In Venezuela, the Maduro government has blocked a bridge that connects the country to Colombia as humanitarian aid was just about to arrive. We used a drone to get these images of an orange oil tanker and two large blue containers positioned across the three-lane bridge. It blocks the vital aid from entering, with the Maduro regime saying, "We are not beggars." Isa Soares is in the border town of Cucuta in Colombia. They're not beggars, but there is a serious, I want to say refugee crisis, but it's not so much refugees, it's more like transient day passers coming across, trying to get stuff in. Well, you tell me.
Very much. You're spot on, Richard. He said we're not a country of beggars, but you ask anyone here, this is a humanitarian crisis. So many people telling me we are hungry, we are starving. Now, this is the Simón Bolívar Bridge. It's the main pedestrian bridge that connects Colombia. If you can see over my shoulder, bienvenidos to Colombia, welcome to Colombia. And if I can get Jose just to turn the camera around, on that side there is Venezuela. Just after the second white tent on the left of your screen, on the right of your screen, I should say, is Venezuela. So people making this journey, Richard, pretty much 32,000 every single day, but they come here to shop every couple of days and buy basic staples. I've seen everything from eggs to flour to milk, toilet paper, nappies, so very basic essentials, and people having to do this almost every couple of days. Señores, ¿qué compraron? ¿Qué compraron? ¿Comida? They said food. ¿Qué compraron ustedes?
Vamos a Maduro.
Señora, ¿qué compró usted de comida?
Arroz, caraota,
Rice,
pasta, toda la comida, aceite.
All the food, oil, she bought, toda la comida. ¿Y quién culpa por eso? Who do you blame for this?
¿Cómo?
¿A quién culpa por esa crisis?
Nicolás Maduro.
She blames Maduro. There she goes. This is the reaction, Richard, I've been getting every day. Señor, ¿qué tiene ahí usted? ¿Qué es esto? Arena, flour, more flour here. ¿Todo arena? More all flour. I mean, flour is one of the main staples here, is where they make the arepas, their bread. So you see a lot of it. I've seen mothers with children come in here to even get their children vaccinated, Richard. So this is it. They come in with these trolleys, their suitcases,
right,
prams, anything they can get their hands on, with a suitcase filled, Richard, of money, really, that's really worth nothing because of hyperinflation, and then they come out with what they need. I mean, and in this road, on this bridge, you see even people buying paracetamol. So really, it's a crisis. It's not just a political crisis, but as you can see with your very own eyes, this is a humanitarian crisis. And these people now are making their way to Venezuela. They're going to get just show their passports, no stamp needed, and then from there, Richard, worth reminding everyone, they still have to make their way home. Walk, get a bus in which you pay, do whatever you can to put food on the table, Richard. This is,
I mean, Isa, thank you for bringing it in such graphic detail to us. But quick question: there's no stopping them going backwards and forwards across the border. Colombia hasn't created a restriction. I guess what I'm saying is, no, are they crossing ever and just staying in Colombia?
So this is what we have. No restrictions whatsoever between the two countries. They can come in and out as many times as they want. All they have to show is their ID card or their passport, and that's it. But more than 1 million or so who have come over has stayed. 3 million have left, and 1 million have actually stayed in Colombia. So this is not just a crisis for Venezuela, of course, but also for the people here in Colombia who are carrying the burden of what this crisis is. Señor, ¿qué compró? ¿Qué compraron ustedes?
Mercado.
Mercado, shopping. Here you've got toilet roll. ¿A quién culpan por la crisis? ¿A quién culpan por la crisis? Who do you blame?
Al gobierno, lamentablemente.
The government, unfortunately. There's no one else. They're saying they stop the production of the country.
La falta de medicamentos, el cierre de empresas,
the shortage of medicine. A lot of companies, actually completely broken. Talking a lot about industry, a lot of sugar in the sugarcane industry. He said infinity. Everything they can get their hands on, the government, they have, and we're in this crisis because of this. I'm going to move out the way so you can see everyone. Señores, ¿qué compraron? Que yo.
Comida.
Sí, comida, food, just food. Everyone, that's what everyone's been telling me. So, Richard, this is it. And of course, you know, once they get to their side, they've got a long journey home. And I spoke to one lady about an hour or so ago, Richard, who told me that now, to make the crossing from Venezuela to Colombia, the Venezuelan soldiers are charging her $32 And it's unfortunate, of course, given the crisis, but worth reminding everyone that they too don't have food. They too don't have food to put on the table. So lots of strong words here for one man and one man only for this crisis, humanitarian crisis you're seeing right here, and that is directed solely at Nicolás Maduro, Richard.
Let's talk a bit more, Isa, on this. Where the people who are there, the people who are battling through.
This lady is... Yeah.
Sorry, what was she saying?
She just, sorry to interrupt, Richard. That lady was looking at the screen and she was saying, we need help, please, we need help. Call for help. Some people are saying in desperate need of help, others saying, we want help, but we don't want to be in many ways beggars. We don't want humanitarian aid. We want the sanctions to go. So the US sanctions are put in place. But go ahead, Richard, you were saying.
All right.
No hay problema.
Okay, we will leave it there. Isa, thank you. Stunning reporting, bringing the reality of the situation to us. Thank you.